Hello guys and welcome back to another class of our course about the complete introduction to Photoshop. So in today's class we are going to talk about one problem that you guys can encounter by using layers. And basically you'll see it's a pretty common problem, and for people who just starting out with Photoshop you will probably encounter this problem, and if you don't know how to fix it, you'll see it's not cool because you will have to do the job more than once. So let's start. Basically, you have two types of layers. So you have special layers and you have normal layers. So basically, when I'm talking about special layers, those are layers with this little thing right here. So I call them special layers, but it's smart object. Basically, it's a smart layer, as you can see the name right here. And normal layers, basically, they don't have it. So the main difference between those, well, one of the main differences is that a smart object will keep its resolution. So let's take one of the pictures that we had before. So we worked with this picture right here. So as you can see, it's pretty small right now. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So Control T as always. And if we make it bigger, as you can see, the resolution of the picture stays. So basically the resolution is pretty good. We can even make it bigger than this, and as you can see the resolution of the picture stays, and everything is beautiful. If we make the picture really small on the other side and we want to zoom in to look at the picture, what's gonna happen is that you will be able to see that the picture lost of its resolution. So as you can see, it's not as beautiful as as it was. So it lost a lot of its resolution. The more the picture is small, the more it's gonna lose of its resolution. So basically, it's gonna be pixelized right like this. So if we decide to, make this picture big again, so if we make it big again, so what's gonna happen is that those pixels will come back, and basically the picture will regain its resolution, which is pretty cool. And this is one of the good things of a smart object. If we take a not smart object, for example, so let's say we take this layer right here that is not a smart object. So this layer right here is not a smart object. So basically, because there is no little things right here, there, and the property that I just showed you with the smart object that we talked about does not apply to the picture right here. So we have exactly the same picture, but the only thing is that it's the real size, and we can't really play with the size of the picture. It's not gonna keep its resolution. So let's try it out. Let's say that I want to play with this picture. So I'm gonna once again go here. The picture is pretty big. All right, so let's play with the size of the picture. Let's make it way smaller. All right, great. So right now we have a pretty small picture. So what we'll do right now, we'll zoom in once again. And as you can see, the picture have lost a bit of its resolution. So basically it's not as beautiful as the picture that we have right there. So if we compare both of the pictures, so let's make it even smaller. Right, so we have this layer right here, and let's compare it with another layer. So basically this is not the smart layer, and this is a smart layer that we have right here. So let's compare them. So as you can see, for now the resolution of both of those pictures is pretty much the same. So as you can see, it's not that high, it's low resolution for both of them. So basically, since we've made them smaller, the resolution have become the worst. So what we'll do right now, we will make our smart object bigger. So let's start with the smart object. So this one right here. And let's make it bigger. So pretty simple. We're going to make it bigger. And as you can see, what's happening right now, the resolution came back. So everything is pretty beautiful. So as you can see, we can see the stars. Everything is pretty nice. Now, if we decide to do the exact same thing with the normal object, what's going to happen? You'll see what's going to happen. So as you can see, it became all blurry. The picture is not as beautiful. And if we compare the both of them, so this one right here we have our smart object, which is HD, so basically HD. And we have our normal object right here, which lost all of its resolution. So basically this is one of the main differences between smart objects and the normal object. When you're working with a smart object, you can play with the size of it. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger. And it's pretty simple to work with a smart object if you want to make it smaller or bigger. But if you start working with a normal object, you need to be pretty careful. So basically, this is one, when I'm saying this is a problem that people that just starting out with the Photoshop encounters a lot. It's because people try to, well, they will resize a normal object and don't understand why exactly the resolution has gone. But it's pretty simple. If you resize a normal object, it's pretty normal that the resolution will go away. So don't forget, if you want to play with the size of an object, you can do it with a small object. If you make it bigger, it's not gonna matter. But if you do, well, if you want to make it bigger or smaller, it's not gonna matter. The resolution will stay good. But if you do the same thing with a normal object, it's not going to work. So that's it for this class, guys, and see you all in our next class.